I would try to speak as a professor of economics in that way, just to answering this question. I would say capitalism is a system based on private ownership of the means of production and their use for profit. At the same time, private property is the basis of, and that's what I want to say from my point of view, is very important. And I understood that from the Russian experience after the end of Soviet Union. Here I want to stress what I'm going to say. Private property, in fact, is the basis of self-expression and the basis of freedom. And is very important to have a self-respect and to have a life without fear. For all these things, for life without fear, for self-respect, for freedom, private property, the institution of private property is extremely important. That's what I think. For example, Russia didn't realize this principle already 30 years after the Soviet Union. Oligarchy and connection between property and state authority, connection between business and authority and state and power, didn't allow us to solve this very, very important problem. I think that business is an organic element of human life. I mean, entrepreneurship, the natural feeling of the man to realize itself through business. Not every person, of course, not every, but a big, big part of the people. For them, it's absolutely crucial. So, if that is true, if that is a really organic element of human life, then the future lies in what will be relationship between the participants. The relationship between the owners, employees, society, and the state, answering the question whether the state is a participant or the providing system of the whole economic thing. Why this is so important, as I told you before, and now I want to give a just citation from Financial Times, which came yesterday. Artificial intelligence gives unscrupulous governments new capabilities to snoop on, control, and potentially coerce their citizens. So what is saying about it? Is saying about that the changes in capitalism would be dramatic, but they would be within the idea of private property and entrepreneurship. That's what I believe. I can't imagine how in another way the people is going to realize themselves. I was born in a society where there was no private property at all, zero. And I understand how the people feel themselves and how many people, even with the danger to be in prison for 25 years or even to be killed, were trying to make their own business underground, because that is the part of the human being. This is like art, like music, like poetry. For some people, music, art, and poetry is to being able to make business. They like it. It's not only for profit, it's for life. So I think that the future and how I'm going to define the capitalism, if the basis of capitalism is private property, then it's a part of life with the all consequences of that kind of definition. Maybe the word capitalism is not very good, even as you know, I told you before, and you know it, even the word Facebook appeared not to be very good at the moment, and they changed the name. Maybe they will change the name of capitalism, but the substance would stay. It's a possibility for the people to act and to realize themselves. That's what I want to say. That's what I think. So it would depend what kind of relations will be between them. So we can go. The seventh question is coming just directly from that, the answer on that question.